Hey, this is Ian with Sunshine Renewable Energy, and in this video we're going to talk about something a little bit reverse to what we're normally discussing in our videos and blog posts, where we're always explaining how beneficial a heat pump is, how great they are, and how they're great for your home. And we're going to look at four example homeowners who maybe shouldn't be considering getting a heat pump, at least not yet. So the concept is there is a lot of hype, right? Heat pump, the technology has advanced so far in the past 3 to 5 years that they've become extremely efficient and they work really well in our environment here on the east coast of Canada. So it can be real easy to fall into the trap that every homeowner should have a heat pump installed. But the fact is this is not the case. Pardon my spelling error there. Let's look at 4 homeowners that probably shouldn't get a heat pump yet. So the first one is if you're currently an oil customer, you've got oil hot water baseboard or oil in-floor radiant heat. If you're spending less than $2,000 a year on oil, especially if you've got oil hot water, then really installing a mini split heat pump for you is going to be a choice about comfort, not so much about savings. Comfort, we mean that you're going to enjoy possibly a warmer temperature because maybe you're paying that low amount in oil because you don't turn the thermostat up that high. And you're also going to have the added benefit of air conditioning and dehumidification in the summer. But you're not in a situation where you're going to be saving buckets and buckets of money because you're only spending $2,000 a year right now. So that's number one. Number two is if you have electric baseboards and ideally electric hot water, and you're spending less than $200 a month on average for the year. So if you currently have electric baseboard heaters and, whether it be your budget or if you add up all your bills and divide it by 12, if it comes out to less than 200, then you're at below average consumption. And that means that a heat pump for you would also be a comfort decision. Now, keeping in mind, this is assuming that you're warm and comfortable. If you're wearing sweaters and you're cold all winter long, then your savings probably are a reflection, of the fact that you've got your thermostat set quite low, and installing a heat pump could mean you'll pay a similar amount, but you'll be warmer. So that's the second. Third would be, and I apologize, this is cut off a little bit at the top, but if you're someone who burns wood, whether you've got a wood fireplace or you've got a wood furnace and you either have your own woodlot, a family member does, or you have very cheap access to wood. So if that's you, you pretty much have no cost of heating. You have labor associated with it because you've got to lug wood around, you got to stack it, you got to keep it dry, you got to bring it in the house, you got to keep the fire going. But a heat pump isn't going to save you any money in comparison to that firewood, which ideally is very inexpensive, if not free. So a comfort decision, meaning that you could stop lugging wood around and maintain the same temperature, and of course take advantage of air conditioning and dehumidification in the warm, humid months. Finally, if you're an oil forced air furnace homeowner and you've got 4-inch or smaller ductwork, which can be found in some older homes in Nova Scotia, well, 4 inches is coming around the limit to where a heat pump isn't going to be able to supply enough heat through the ductwork in order to heat each room in the home. Now, there are some circumstances where this is false. It could be a really small home, but generally in 2 levels or bungalows or things like that have forced air, if you've got 4-inch or smaller ductwork, the cost to upgrade that ductwork can make it unrealistic to justify the cost of installing a heat pump. So those are 4 homeowners. Oil, spending less than $2,000 a year. Electric, spending on average less than $200 a month. Wood, with a very inexpensive source of wood, or if you've got an oil forced air, or I guess electric forced air too, with 4 inches, that's going to be problematic as well. So if you're interested in learning more and wondering how a heat pump could work in your home, give us a call, 902-466-2887, or you can submit the form on our webpage and request an in-home assessment, and one of our representatives will get in touch with you ASAP. So thanks for watching this video, and we hope you'll watch some more and that we'll hear from you sometime in the future. Bye for now.